Welcome to the fan mail edition of FinTech Friday. This week, we are going to talk about how to run your own business during this crisis, how to get financing, and all other aspects that business owners really face in their day to day running of their businesses.
So, our first question for this fan mail edition of FinTech Fridays comes from a viewer named John. And John asks, what workforce changes were you expecting at the start of the pandemic back in March, and how does that compare to the way things have actually unfolded here over the last 6 months? Are things unfolding the way you expected?
I think the biggest surprise for me also has been the effectiveness of remote working. Yeah, prior to the crisis, I never thought the remote working can be so effective, and especially in mission critical areas where everybody thought that face to face interaction is going to be the most important thing. And we have seen that change coming in not only in our workforce but also in our customer mindset, where they have become a lot more comfortable in actually doing everything digital. They are less hesitant to doing simple things like e-signatures and just syncing up their bank accounts or uploading their documents on an online portal. And also their willingness to actually try new things, both as co-workers as well as our customers, has been a very big revelation, even for me.
So our next question comes from a viewer named Randy, and Randy's asking you about your experience as a leader in a fintech company. What really are the top 3 lessons that you've learned from scaling biz to credit, from growing a fintech company from the ground up?
Yeah, so I think the key is that fintech, unlike any other space, is extremely dynamic space, and fintech for a reason has been named fintech. So it's an amalgamation of financial services and technology. And I think financial services is a very cyclical business, and we see it during every recession what happens. So one cannot forget the fact that while technology is becoming a bigger and bigger part of the business, financial services part of the business is still going to be a predominant part of the business, because we are here to offer right financial services at the right cost in the right way through digital mediums, and technology is really an enabler kind of stuff. So I think that has to be kept in mind: how you grow your business, how do you manage risk, how do you manage your cash flow, and reputation matters a lot, because this is where customers are trusting us with a lot of their personal information. They're trusting us with a lot of their very extremely valuable and sensitive data, and they're also really dependent on firms like us to get access to credit. We have seen that happening prior to the crisis. We have now seen it during the crisis, where the PPP programs were launched. We are seeing it right now even more when PPP forgiveness is becoming a very large piece of I would say worry and contention.
Raja next asks a question about keeping your employees engaged at a difficult time like everyone is experiencing right now in the COVID pandemic. Raja's question is, what is your advice for business owners on how to keep their employees motivated during such a difficult time like we're seeing right now?
Yeah, I think this is the most challenging part. Like working remote, I think the most challenging part is how to ensure that all the employees are motivated, mentally they are in great shape, they are not getting bogged down by the pandemic. So I think that's where, as leaders, one need to be extremely proactive. One needs to set examples. One need to I would say make some sacrifices. One needs to articulate the vision clearly, and one needs to tell the employees that these are challenging times, so there's no denial to it, because during crisis time is when you have to lead from front, not from the back.
So another question comes from Grace, and Grace is wondering, what really can a small business owner learn from the way that a fintech company operates?
So I think for any high growth company, and especially for high growth fintech companies, it has been a trend to just raise a lot of VC money and run companies at big losses. Now that can be done during good times, but during bad times that will come and haunt you back. So I think the big lesson in that is that you need to build unit economics profitable companies during good times so that you can last during bad times. The second piece of advice is that when the bad time hits, acknowledge it, be humble, and be willing to renegotiate a lot of your deals. So don't feel shy about it. Don't feel shy about asking for help. I think that's the biggest thing. That if the business is down, if your sector is down, you have to go back to all your partners, all your vendors, all your other folks, and be honest and tell them that this is what you are seeing, and then what kind of help you need. It's always great to hear back from you. I always enjoy getting your feedback as viewers, as our business customers, as our fans, and as our well wishers. So keep bringing them on. We are looking to answer more of your questions, your concerns, and also we look forward to working with all of you guys in one way or the other, so that all of us come out stronger from this crisis.